Hi everyone, it's me Darlene, still congested. I went out to do a car vlog. My plan was to gas up, which I did, and then go to the thrift store, look around for a little bit, and then come home and find my shady spot in my apartment complex parking lot and do a car vlog. But when I got to my car, just from my apartment door to my car, I was dying. It was the hottest I've ever felt. This was 108, but it felt much hotter. And when I was gassing up, I just could not take it. It was so incredibly hot. So I did gas up because I need gas for the rest of my weekend to go out. And I came back home and I put my AC at 68 degrees so I could record something. I haven't had a video in 3 nights because I just haven't been feeling well, and there's videos that I want to do, but I'm just not in the mood to do them because of this congested head that I have. And no, I haven't gone to the doctor. No, I'm not going. I have no plans on going to the doctor because I suffer with this every now and then. And I looked back at thumbnails because I knew I was sick not like too long ago with this, and it was 5 months ago, but I really think there was another time in between. Maybe I just didn't record and have it in the thumbnail saying feel like shit or whatever I said in that thumbnail. But yeah, I get this, and it usually takes about 2 weeks, and I'm 1 week in, so I got about another week to go, and I should be feeling good after that. But now I'm sitting here with pretty much nothing to talk about. I was hoping that I would find a couple of shirts at the thrift store and that would give me a mini haul, but there was no way I was going in that thrift store today in this heat because they don't keep it cool at all. One time I went in the thrift store, I don't know, a week, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, I don't remember exactly when. They had no lights on at all. Except, I shouldn't say at all. They had one row in the back, in the very back of the store, and it's a big store. And it was almost pitch black. I couldn't see anything, and I don't know if that was because of heat or just trying to save on electricity, but there was only like 4 people there, and I was one of them, and I left. I went to the very back where there was some light, but I was like, no, this is ridiculous. And I did not hear the air conditioning running in the store that day. I don't know if I've been there since. I don't know. All I know is that, yeah, I'm still, just not up to par, but I did go out last night. Let's see, where did we end? I was sick, and then I went out last Friday and Saturday night dancing. Sunday I was supposed to go out and to see Sold Out, S-O-U-L-E-D, I always feel like I have to spell it, Sold Out at Lafayette's, and I had a table reserved, and Derek was going, and I just could not go out Sunday night. I was that sick Sunday, and so I stayed home Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night. Wednesday, I felt good enough that I thought, I'll get dressed and I'll go to Hadley's. Jeannie was supposed to go. She had to cancel. Said, I'm just going to go alone and I'll just sit there for a little bit. It was so dead. But at least I got dressed and I got out of the apartment. I was there for an hour, and then on my way outside, I saw a friend and talked to him for about a half an hour. So I was out about an hour and a half in all. Danced one time with a couple that I know, while I was there for an hour, but the place was dead, and I went home. And then last night, that brings me to Thursday. So last night we went out to, Jeannie and I and Teresa went out to Lafayette's for, oh yeah, Rock the Boat. How can I forget? And again, I had to take it easy. I didn't dance every song like I normally do, but I did get to do quite a bit of dancing. And the band was just really good, and they played a lot of different songs. They play like 70s and 80s dance music, and they played a lot of songs that I hadn't heard them play before, so that was nice. It was nice to get out. That was 7 to 10, so it was an early night, so I was glad. I was home by 11, and I've been, I wake up maybe like around 9 or 10 and I just lay in bed until I have to get up just to, again, rest my head. And so now I'm up, and like I said, I got dressed to go to the thrift store. This is one of my thrift store shirts that you saw, I think, in my most recent try-on. The neck was kind of big, so I did my little, dart in the back trick, and then I just cut the sleeves to my elbow, and all is good with this shirt. And I know that in the videos, when I show you the shirts, I'll be like, these aren't to go out in. And somebody asked, well, what do you wear to go out? And good question. Lately, I'm into the shirts that have buttons and that I pin back so I can make a nice V-neck. And they're like a little fitted, but yet there's a little bit of kick on them. I'm just very comfortable in those, except that they are 100% polyester. So if it's hot dancing in those shirts because they don't breathe at all. Tonight, I'm going to look in my closet to see if I fit into some of the previous gauze shirts that I wore, that I tried on for you guys that were kind of tight. I don't know. Some of them were really tight in the arms. I don't know if that will work for me yet. If not, I have one top that I like to wear that is cotton and thin. So I'm wearing something lightweight tonight because we're going to Neil's, and it is fucking hot at Neil's. So, and I plan on dancing, and I'm just sad because there's places to go everywhere tonight. I'd like to go to Sidecar, South Haven, Hadley's, Neil's, which I'm going to, and Lafayette. There's somebody good at all four of those places, and it's like some weekends we have nothing, and some weekends we have everything, and it's the same with tomorrow night too. Good bands everywhere, but we have to just pick and make a choice, and so I'm going to Neil's to see Josh Haynes' band reunion of Grand Theft Audio. I've never heard them, and so it's just a one-shot thing, and so we're going there. Derek is going too. And yeah, so that's it for that. But yeah, so I did not end up going to the thrift store because it was too hot, so I'm here, sitting here, and now I'm repeating myself. I'm trying to remember what else I wanted to tell you, but I can't remember. Let me think. I don't remember what I was going to say, but I can fill you in on this. I met someone again. I had an actual meetup, and it's really odd how it came about. I'm going to say maybe 2 weeks ago, I was on the dating site, and Plenty of Fish lets you know how long someone has been, how long it has been since they've been on the site. So this one particular guy, I was like, okay, I haven't seen him before, and so I went to send him a message, and it said he hadn't been on for 3 weeks. And I said, shit, that's quite a little while, so maybe he won't pop on here anytime soon. And then I noticed that his profile name was an actual name. So I took a chance and said, maybe I can find him on Facebook. So I found him on Facebook. And then I looked at his About section in Facebook, and I found a phone number. This is all happening within like 5-10 minutes. I found him, and then I found a phone number, and I said, what the hell? I'm going to text him, see if that's still his phone number. Sometimes people, join Facebook, 10 years ago, and information is old by then. I texted him and explained that I'm not a stalker, that I found him on the dating site, and that I, saw he hadn't been active there for a bit, and I found him on Facebook, and then I found a phone number, and I was like, just let me know if this is still your phone number, if I've reached you or not. And I got a text back, like, immediately. It was him. And we chatted for a little bit. And I mentioned to him that I'm one who likes to meet someone, because I don't like to just do a lot of chatting without meeting. And then we talked about going somewhere, but he wanted to wait for his Social Security check. So I said, okay, that's cool. I said, but I still would like to meet like before then. So a couple of days ago, I'm on my way to the thrift store, and this guy happens to be in South Haven. So I'm going to the thrift store, and I thought I'm going to let him know that I go to South Haven often, and maybe we could just meet. Now, through getting to know him a little bit, I knew that he was sitting on his porch. So I said, well, at least the house has a porch, so maybe we could just meet, and I could go to his place and we could sit on the porch and talk. So I texted him and told him that I go to South Haven like almost every other day. At the time, that was true. I haven't been going now because I'm not feeling well in the heat. And I said, you know, maybe I could swing by and we could meet. And I said we could even do that today. And I texted that before I left my apartment. And I don't text while I'm on the road. But then at a red light, I quickly looked at my phone when I was in South Haven, and he was like, yeah, we can do that today if you want. So I was like, okay. So I ended up going to the thrift store. That was the day that there was no lights on. And so I didn't stay there long. And then I let him know. I said, I'm on my way to your place. And it was only 7 minutes from the thrift store. And I pulled up. And here's one thing I learned. Immediately, he was so much better looking than even his pictures. And I have learned that to be true. The men that I have met in person so far, the pictures just don't do them justice. So I'm not going to be as stressed out about looking at pictures and, you know, be a little bit less fussy maybe, especially like if the guy isn't smiling, because I like to, you know, first of all, I like to know if they have teeth. But, you know, it's like serious, but I thought, no, I could meet somebody who's not smiling in the pictures, and, you know, maybe when they're smiling, they'll show some personality, whatever. So I'm not fussy about the pictures now. And sometimes those pictures are old anyway, and it's hard to know. So he was on the porch, and it was very, very hot, and it was the middle of the day, and there was some men, a lot of men, at the house across the street fixing a roof, and his teenage 19-year-old nephew was home. So we decided we were going to go inside, and that was great. It was nice and cool, and I stayed about an hour, and we just talked, and he was so nice and handsome. In case he's watching, he is good looking, and we had, you know, fun. And I left, and we've texted back and forth a little bit since then. And, you know, maybe down the road, I will, you know, if there's a time that I think he might like to go see a particular band, even if I'm with my girlfriends or whatever, you know, I think it could more be like a friend thing between us. I'm just not getting the vibe that he would be interested in more than that. So that's all fine. My goal was to meet this man, and I did. And I was so fucking proud of myself that I took those steps, because you guys know me. You know how my life has changed completely, right? And I took the steps to actually meet him, and we do keep in touch. And yeah, if there's a time I'm going out with my friends and I think it might be a good time for him, after he gets his check, I'm going to let him know. I can let him know and say, hey, we're out and about. If you want to come out and see us, do that. He likes live music. He's not one to dance, but he loves live music. So at least that would be a new friend, you know, who might like to just go out and hang out with the girls, right? What guy doesn't want to do that? All right, so I just wanted to let you know that. Other than that, I'm you know, still hitting the dating sites hard. The only two that I'm seriously on at this point is Plenty of Fish and Facebook dating. And I'm still going out, trying to meet people in person. You know, I'm just doing my thing. And I just wish I could start to feel a little bit better. I still get tired easily. But again, I shouldn't talk about it as much because people just fucking flood my comments with, you need some antibiotics and you need to see a doctor and you need to be tested for COVID and all that stuff. And yeah, just I'm stubborn like that because I know what it is. I go through this often, seriously often. It's like the only sickness I get. I haven't had the flu since 2022. I think it was the last time I had the flu. Not 2022. That would have been last year. 2002. It was when I first moved back from Houston, and I remember being sick, sicker than a fucking dog. And that was the last time I was sick like that. So I don't get sick often, and I don't take vitamins, I don't take supplements, I don't do any of that. Derek just thinks I got exhausted because I was going out every night. I think in like a 30-day period, I only missed 2 nights of going out. Now, not every one of those nights was dancing, but quite a few of them were. And just the same, it was still that I went out. And I know I did 12 nights in a row. So Derek just said, you just got exhausted, you got tired, and when you crashed that night, you just got sick. So it's possible. But anyway, I'm on the mend. I am on the mend. And I guess that's it. I guess I'll stop there. It seems like there was other stuff I wanted to tell you, but just wanted to let you know that that I did meet somebody else, and I don't have a name for him. So we're just going to call him somebody else. And if I see him at all, if we go out even just as friends or anything, then we'll give him a name. If not his real name, we'll give him a name. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with more soon. Bye!